I've done some very basic mosaic projects with tile and grout, but I wanted to try my hand at something a little different, more freeform, more artistic. So of course, I turned to my friend who is a mad mosaic artist, Lisa Remus, and asked her for some assistance. So first of all, I went rogue and I just did this on my own, and I want to know what you think of it.
I say bravo.
Okay.
You did a great job, Happy. I love how you've gotten something you've repurposed.
Yes, I did. I paid like $1 for this at the thrift store.
Right.
Yes.
And so how did you get your form on here?
Well, I did some reading, and I know that you can like do clip art and put that on there, but I thought that would be a little bit too stressful for me to get something perfect off the computer. So I got out one of my favorite tools, a Sharpie.
I love
A
Sharpies.
blue Sharpie, in fact, and drew this anchor.
Love
I
it.
did that, and then I used a variety of glasses. So the thing that wasn't inexpensive about this was the supplies on the inside here, because I did actually go to a mosaic store and purchase these. So I feel like there might be other options to use as materials.
There are. There's so many different options you can use. You can absolutely go to a professional mosaic studio and pick up some glass that you can cut the perfect colors. Otherwise, I would suggest maybe going garage sailing or going to your local thrift store and finding some repurpose items. Okay. Maybe a glass you've broken in the dishwasher, something that, oops, you slipped, and we've had shattered glass. Well, it's not a disaster. We can use it for art. What we're going to need is a towel to lay the plate in, so the shards of glass don't come smacking at us. And yes, I see there's a variety of plates that you've picked up. What do you want to start with?
I kind of like the variation on this plate, so let's see what it looks like when it's smashed up.
All right, so we're just going to lay it in a towel. We're going to put the face down. And would you like to give it a whack? Here, just hit the middle of the towel, the plate. And again. There we go. I think
it's kind of scary when it happens.
All right.
Okay, and now we've got
smaller pieces.
Chunks.
Yeah.
We need these much smaller than this to use in a mosaic, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's where your other tool is going to come in, your wheel cutter. And you can actually just snip off pieces.
There it goes.
Yeah. Then we will have some big pieces.
Oh, it would be neat to save most of this as one, so there's like in the middle of your mosaic kind of a hidden picture.
Exactly.
Because we'll make a mosaic into something else, but then this little rooster would disappear.
I like it.
Okay. So when you're making kind of these freeform mosaics, what is the best thing to use or to mount them on?
Well, you want to use something thick or with a good solid base. Some of the pictures that we have over here that you've picked up, again, Happy did hers on this glass, which is great because you can just reuse this and mount it inside of this frame.
That's easy enough. I've seen a lot of times people mosaic the frame and then put a picture in, but I love the idea of the mosaic being.
Right, and you could even take the inside of this out and put a mirror. And just cut it for that area.
Yes.
Right.
And then I've got this.
Forms, you can easily, this is a fun, easy project for any age, that they can just cut these little pieces out and form them along the sides of the form and just keep going with the pieces that fit.
In the past, I've used pre-mixed grout, but today we are going to grout something using grout that we made ourselves.
Yep. All we needed was water to mix the grout and get it to a peanut butter kind of a frosting almost consistency.
And how long will this last, this grout? If I cover it, will it last a long time?
It might last overnight, but I would try to blend a little over the amount that you think it will take to cover the project. So you're not wasting a ton of it.
Because you probably will have to throw it away.
You will throw it away eventually.
And we're going to grow out something today. This is adorable. Can you tell me what this is?
This is a piece that my daughter did, and all she took is a block of wood and did a drawing of a golf flag with a cloud and a sun on a green, and she fit her pieces of the different color tiles.
Should we get started? Should we put some grout on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put it on here and you can spread it out. How about that?
This is so satisfying. I can't wait to see how this is going to look after.
Right? And we can go way more grout and just wipe off the stuff that we don't need.
Okay. So that is pretty goopy. And now we're going to, it's really thick on there. So now
it is. Why don't we scrape off the extra?
Good.
Like cake-like.
There's a lot of grout on here. Looking good.
All right.
Now what?
Now let's just take a little wipe with the towel and go around the edges and get all that extra off. And now we can start seeing a little bit of the design.
Okay. And so when do I get to really clean it up so I can see everything?
We're going to want it to dry and let that grout get solid a little bit before we start really cleaning and getting the tiles all nice and shiny.
Yes. Well, I am hooked. I'm officially hooked. My anchor project got me started, and I cannot wait to get going on another project. In fact, that looks really tempting to me. So I might grab it and get started on another mosaic.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you for all your help.
Thank you, Happy. And you can actually just snip off pieces.
Really?
Yeah.
This thing is
Not so much?
not what the... Oh, I did it.
All right. There you go.